Working on a Cub Cadet RZT 0-turn mower. The drive belt is completely frayed and broke on it. So I'm gonna try to show you guys a little bit on how to put that belt back on. One other little thing I wanted to notice, I wanted to point out here, you gotta look over me, I'm not too good at shooting videos and things, but kind of thing I found a little bit handy on these. If you look right here and underneath the seat, there's a part list with part numbers and everything. Makes it a whole lot easier when you come looking for the parts. And as you can see right here is the belt here that I'm going to need. There's a part number and everything for it already. I haven't been picked it up yet, so I'm just going to kind of get started on this video and show that. First off, the drive belt for the mowing deck here is going to have to come off because I won't be able to get the new belt back on there. So I'm going to get under here, release the tensioner pulley, and get that belt off. I'll probably have to take these covers here off here so I can get to it a little bit easier. There's a couple of bolts right over here and one here. Then underneath, like I said, you guys gotta look over me, I'm not too good at shooting video. But then underneath here, also I'm going to remove the muffler and stuff here. This has a couple of bolts holding it on. Probably won't need to do that, we wouldn't have to do that, but it'd actually give a lot more room and be able to see a whole lot better under here. And as you can see, this belt here is toast. It's completely gone. Right here is the drive belt for the mowing deck up front. I have to pull this off here because, you know, the pulley for the actual drive belt, if you'll be able to see that or not, is up there above the clutch. So when it comes around, here's the tensioner pulley for it. So we've got to go up there, and then I'm shooting this here on my phone, so I know it's going to be really wobbly, but it goes up above here by the transmission. It's got these cooling fans, and the pulleys are right on top of those up there. Try to get to where you can see that. We got one just like that on each side. Probably have to unplug here where the clutch plugs in at. It's a simple little plug, plugs in and out. And that's about it for now. Alright, I've been working on this Cub Cadet 0-turn mower. It's the RZT. The drive belt was broken on it. I made a part 1 of this video as well. Kind of show a little bit about it when I was first starting. I've got it farther along now, and kind of thought I'd show you a little bit about it. First off, I had to take the drive belt loose on the mowing deck down here in order to get the main drive belt off and back on. And to do that, well, to give myself some room, I took this cover off here. This cover here just goes back down there on top of the pulley. As you can see, the guy that owns the mower has probably never cleaned out the mowing deck on it. You need to do that at least about once a year, because this stuff will hold moisture and things like that and cause your deck and things to rust, and just takes a whole lot of life out of it. So it's a really good idea to keep that clean about once a year at least. In order to get that deck or the belt off the deck down there, I took this pipe here, pried it up against the tensioner pulley back over there. Got some slack into it so I could pull it off over the back pulley back there on the engine, and then come back around over here to the back of the mower, Well, as you can see also, in order to get it up high enough so I can be able to get under to work on it, I just use regular car ramps and just backed it up there on top of it, and then I dropped the mowing deck all the way down to the lowest setting to give me some room. Also, I took the muffler off the back end of it here. That's it laying there. Just has 2 bolts holding it on, and they bolt back up from the bottom here, back up through to here, one on each side. And then you see the 2 little pipes underneath there for the exhaust. You slide them back into the back side of that muffler and put the bolts back on whenever you get ready to put it back on. Also, you will need, you have to take the clutch off of this in order to get the belt off and on it. You have to take off these pieces here. This one sits right back down here. Both of them just snap in there, but this one you got to be really careful with. Otherwise it won't, I mean, it's really hard to get out of there. You don't want to break it. And then this cover here just snaps right back down here on top of that. The reason you have to take that off is when you, the bolt that holds on the clutch on the bottom part of the shaft, when you go to turn it to try to take it off, the engine will turn. So you have to have somebody to hold this here, to hold this in place, to keep the engine from turning, so you can loosen up the bolt on the bottom of the engine. Also, I didn't point out, it's a really good idea, you need to disconnect the battery cables. And I pulled off, this one's a 2-cylinder here, twin cylinder. I pulled off both spark plug wires on both sides. So that way I don't have any kind of an accident, or if I turn the engine, and you know, just want to be on the safe side first. So then let me get down and under here. Again, guys, I'm shooting this on my iPhone here, so I know it's not the best video, and I apologize, but it's the best I have for right now. Okay, we get down under here. This pulley here is the one that the drive belt goes on. Alright, this down here is the clutch. It operates the mowing deck and everything. This is also the pulley here that the drive belt for the mowing deck goes on. Now, it's also important to point out, when you go to put this clutch back on, this slot right here needs to slide back into right here. Put this in the middle of it, and that way it holds that clutch still. Otherwise the clutch will sit there and just spin and it won't operate. So this is definitely a good, really important thing. Also, you have to unplug the clutch here before you take it down. It's just a simple plug, plugs in and out like that. So then when I get ready here, I'm fixing to put the put the belt back on it. If you can see right up here on the transmission here, has some cooling fans, but it also has the pulley here that the drive belt goes on. Has one on the other side up here. I'm not sure if you can see up in there or not. Just like it. So the belt will go around both of those pulleys, go around this one, and this is the tensioner pulley right here. And it'll have to come around and go on the inside of this one to be able to hold tension against it. May have to get something to pry that back, or I haven't done it yet, so we'll see. May have to pull this spring off right here and loosen up the tension on that belt. It may be easier to do that. Once I get this belt and stuff back on, I'll show it to you again, show you again how to make sure everything runs, how the belt goes around through there. I get everything hooked back up. If you would, please subscribe here and like my channel. I know I'm not the greatest on videos and maybe not be the best at talking a little bit, but I work on stuff like this all the time, so there'll be a bunch of instructional videos, things going on like that. I work on everything from weed eaters, chainsaws, lawnmowers, four-wheelers sometimes, as you can see here. My son and I have been working on resurrecting this four-wheeler. Got it running here just the other day. Don't have it all the way back together yet. I put timing chain and stuff in it. I should have shot some video of that, but I didn't. Yeah, there'll be different videos being uploaded all the time. It may be just some different things of showing stuff that I may think is fun or whatever. You know, we go four-wheeling sometimes and things like that. May show some videos of that too. There's going to be a lot of instruction videos, and hopefully over time I'll get better at doing these sort of things. So like I said, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll give you another update back on this mower here in just a little bit. Thank you. Alright, this is the final video on this mower. Again, this is that Cub Cadet, the RZT, that the drive belt was broken on. If you guys watched the other two videos, you see I just kind of made a little series on this and putting them on as I go here. Got the final, got the belt on, getting ready to put the muffler and stuff on. Just wanted to show you how the belt and everything ran on here in the direction it ran. I don't know. There it goes. Back on this little pulley here. Up around behind the tensioner right there. And then up on top of the transmission above those little fans, you see the pulley goes right up through there, if you can see that. And then it has one on this other side that is just like that. Trying to get it to where you can see it. But that's it. Got this on. Fixing to put the muffler here back on it and button everything up. Everything will be done. Like I said, just subscribe to my channel. I'll get a little better about making these videos as time goes on. I'm always working on a little bit of everything. Chainsaws, weed eaters, mowers, four-wheelers, whatever. So I'm going to start making some instructional videos on all of those. So, alright, until next time.